Hey friends, we are live at 11 and today I get to talk to you about confidence. As I was sitting doing my reading this morning, I almost done with the book, The Fearless Mind. It's been good so far, especially if you're into tennis and sports. It's got a lot of stories regarding that. But as I was reading this morning, I just thought to myself, confidence. Confidence is something that everybody can grow and get better at. And the lesson behind it was really good for me this morning. So I want to share that with you. So for those of you who are new to my page, my name is Tamika, and I teach motivated women how to win in life with simple tools that are going to create consistency and, surprise, surprise, confidence, all while being a present mom. So my kids are at school. That's why I do these Monday through Thursday now at 11. I worked my business this morning. I worked out. I had breakfast. I did the dishes. I did the laundry. And so now my reward is getting to come live. So I want to know about you this morning. What have you been able to do so far to make your Tuesday as productive as possible? And that kind of leads me into what I want to talk about with being confident, because I know that when I do the things, I feel more energized. I feel more confident. I feel more on top of my game, and I can get more done. So in this book, The Fearless Mind, it talks about the 4 places that confidence comes from. So I just want you to kind of think to yourself, what are some things, in fact, let's put them in the comments. Okay. What are some things that you are confident at? What are some of those things? And I can't see my Facebook comments, so I'm going to come back and watch them and or read them. And same thing with YouTube. And I've got Instagram over here, so I can see Jenna's on. Good morning. But what are some things that you are confident at? For me, I used to be very confident in my soccer skills. Now that I haven't played competitively for a long time, I know I can get the job done. But let's go back to like 10 years ago. I was very, very confident in soccer skills. I'm confident in teaching high school math because I did that for 6 years. I'm confident keeping my kids alive. I'm confident coaching soccer. I'm confident being a business owner. So I want to know some of the things that you guys are confident with. And when I was reading in this book, and it was talked about the 4 things that kind of confidence gets derived from, as I was thinking about the things that I personally am confident with, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And so the 4 places where confidence is derived is, number 1, from your past experiences. So you are either going to be super confident with something because you succeeded at it before, and so you know you can do it again, or maybe you're going to be less confident with something because you didn't succeed at it before. But confidence is going to come from your past experiences. It could come from the experiences of other people. So if they can do it, I can do it too. Or I see it all the time in my kids. So my son's older than my daughter, but my daughter is like a daredevil, and so she will usually do things before he will do it. And so he kind of takes that vote of confidence from her going first and seeing that it can be done. So you can definitely become more confident yourself from looking and being around other people and their experiences. Verbal persuasion is actually a way that you could become more confident. So what are people telling you, or what are you telling yourself, or what are you hearing? That can definitely raise your confidence. And then the last one, if you follow Tony Robbins at all, you know that your physical state can also help raise your confidence. So how you're carrying yourself, what you're wearing, what you look like. I know for me, when I put on a fresh pair of jeans, all of a sudden I have more confidence to like talk to people out in public. Or if I put on makeup or have lashes, like all of a sudden I want to take selfies and be more confident, right? So your physical state can also improve your confidence. Okay, so we're just going to kind of break down each one of these. I would love to hear your experiences and thoughts, and let's just grow our confidence today. How does that sound? Okay, drop a 1 if you're ready. Let me go ahead and read over here. So taking care of dad, doing lives, posts, and stories, taking care of animals, dishes, very confident in the dishes, right? Confident in helping others and listening and taking care of them. Exercise makes me more confident. I agree with that, Amber. Me too. Exercise definitely makes me more confident. Okay, so let's first talk about what you've experienced. So, based on past experiences, like I already talked about, maybe you succeed, so you feel more confident, or maybe you don't succeed, and so you feel less confident. Now, the best thing that you can do with all of your experiences that you've had before is to reflect. And I do this all the time. What went well? What didn't go well? What can I learn from this? And when you break it down, then you are going to continue doing the good things, and you're going to be able to fix and adjust. So that way, when you do it again, you have a chance of more success. And I know for me, sometimes when I fail, I'm more confident going forward because I know what not to do. Let's see. So okay, so what have you experienced? So just keeping an eye on those things. Other people's experiences. Like I said, if they can do it, then I can do it too. So seeing other people go before you. And I think that one thing that really helps me be more confident now is finding those people, like actively searching out those people and making sure that they're part of my space, whether I follow them on social media, whether I listen to the content that they're putting out. If they live around here, that I can get close to them as often as possible, that I can go to their conferences and things like that. And so, other people's experiences, and then same thing, allowing them to share what went well, what they wish they would have done differently, and learning, so that way you don't make the exact same mistakes. And I feel like that would help you move forward in a more confident way, knowing some things to watch out for. And of course, everybody's experience is going to be their own experience. And just because something works for one person doesn't necessarily only work for the other, but it'll definitely grow your confidence. Let's go ahead and talk about verbal persuasion when it comes to confidence. I actually got to experience this morning. Okay. So working out with my husband, I usually always beat him. I mean, it's very, very rare that he beats me. Now, granted, my weights are a little bit lighter because I'm a girl. But just growing up as an athlete, I'm pretty confident in my abilities to make sure that I win every single time. Okay. But one thing that he does, which just like makes all the difference, when he knows that I'm like starting to breathe harder, starting to slow down, or making weird grunt noises. Okay. One thing that he'll always say is he'll say, "You got this, babe." And then I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. I do got this." And so having like people to just like remind you, and even when I'm by myself, sometimes before I go and do a hard lift, I always tell myself, like, I'm strong, I'm capable, I can do this. And so just telling yourself those good things and having people around you believe in you, and to be able to kind of boost that confidence level, and just let you know that they're rooting for you, I think that helps so much. So making sure that you surround yourself with the right people. And also, what are you listening to? So making sure that you are listening to audible books, reading actual physical books, enrolling in programs that people offer in regards to growing confidence. In fact, I was on Instagram maybe like 2 or 3 months ago. And one thing that I'm not confident in, that I wanted to become more confident, is taking pictures. Okay. Like I see all of these influencers and they're taking all these cute pictures where they throw their head back and laugh, and they can like smile all cute, or like look away from the camera, and like it looks so good. And I'm so awkward. I'm so awkward. And so I wanted to become more confident in my pictures and feel like, hey, if I'm going to go to the beach, or if I'm going to go to like these cool places, like I want to know what to do with the camera. I want to know what to do with my body, so that way I can take some good photos. Because I mean, we had gone to Hawaii last year and I didn't take any photos just because I was so not confident in my body, not confident in myself. And I don't have anything like fun and like powerful and exciting to show because I lacked confidence. And so instead of continuing to say I suck at taking pictures, I decided to enroll in a program, and it was free. I just enrolled in her program, and she had some video tutorials and some homework assignments, and I did them. And am I a great picture taker? No, because it's going to take more practice, but I definitely learned some tools to help me feel more confident. Okay. And I also told my husband about them, so that way he can take the pictures, hopefully first try. So I'm not just having to sit there and smile. Okay. So definitely making sure that you enroll in programs, go to people's conferences, which I already talked about, and then invest in your own education. So I want to feel more confident as a personal trainer. And so, I have plans to enroll in some some more personal training classes, some more classes at the college around nutrition and exercise, and just participate in more classes and more education. So that way I can feel more confident in the material that I'm putting out there. Okay. So let's see. I know taking pictures is hard sometimes. I take so many pictures before I choose which one I want to post, which I think is great. The fact that you're actually taking the pictures shows that you're willing to push yourself outside your comfort zone and be more confident. So I think that that's the best. Being in a fashion show, oh geez, that would definitely push me outside my comfort zone. I did that when I was younger, but yeah, I mean, it's crazy too, because a lot of times when you're younger, you are more confident. Why is that? When you're younger, you're more confident, you're willing to take risks, you don't care what other people think. And then as you get older, then you become so insecure, so worried about everybody else that you just keep yourself in a little bubble, right? Like we need to go back to the time when we were 6 and fearless and willing to make friends with anyone on the playground. All right, last one. Number 4, your physical state. So one thing that whenever you go to a Tony Robbins conference, I hired a Tony Robbins coach like 2 years ago. And before every call, she would make me stand up and get in my power pose. And your power pose is like standing up, shoulders back, you've got your chest puffed out, your arms on your hips, however you need to be. And you just breathe in and you think good thoughts and you let out all the bad stuff, right? And just being in that power pose sometimes can totally change your state of confidence. And then too, putting on makeup, doing your hair, putting on your favorite clothes. I know for me, when I see people go out on dates or go to the club and they're wearing high heels and their black dress and and they just look so good, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like they're so confident, and it is definitely people that you want to be around and people that you want to be like, right? And they may or may not truly be confident, but because of the way that they're carrying themselves, you definitely feel like they're confident. And so one thing that you can do when you need to be more confident is make sure that you feel good. And exercise helps me feel good. Eating clean helps me feel good. Getting dressed, taking a shower, those things make me feel good. And so, whenever, like, here I am doing a Zoom call or a live video, if I didn't get dressed today, and not that I'm like super dressed, I mean, I'm wearing jeans and a t-shirt, but like if I didn't have my hair done and didn't brush my teeth, that's one thing I always do before Zoom calls, before live videos. I just love to brush my teeth. And so I think brushing my teeth makes me more confident. But just making sure that you hold yourself in a way, find that power stance. What are you wearing? What do you look like? Look yourself in the mirror and just say, like, I'm amazing, I'm beautiful, I'm strong, I'm capable, I'm worthy, and say all those things and actually mean it to yourself. That definitely will help raise your confidence. Okay, so we're going to do a little game. We're just going to end with a little game. We're going to play put a finger up. So I want all you guys to do this. Okay, and you're going to drop your number in the comments when you're done, or you don't have to because you're your own person. You can decide what do you want to do. But let's go ahead and we're going to, normally it's like put a finger down, but we're going to put a finger up based on areas that you can work on being more confident. Okay, so put a finger up if you speak kindly to yourself. Put a finger up if you speak kindly to yourself. So you're not tearing yourself down. You're not telling yourself negative things that you can't do it, that you're not this, you're not that, but you speak kindly and highly of yourself. Speak to yourself the way that you speak to other people, right? Okay, go ahead and put a finger up for that. Put a finger up if you give value to people, whether that's your personal time, whether it's money, whether it's services, whether it's feelings, emotions, knowledge that you have, skills that you have to offer. Okay, put a finger up if you give value to people, whatever that looks like. Number 3, put a finger up if you take responsibility for your actions, for your words, for yourself, and you're not afraid to apologize if you do something wrong, but you take full responsibility. Put a finger up for that. Number 4, put a finger up if you are a positive thinker. If you are overall optimistic, you look for the good in people, you look for the good in situations. Put a finger up if you are a positive thinker. Put a finger up if you like yourself. Okay. So not just speak kindly to yourself, but actually like yourself. You like what you see in the mirror. You like your personality. Even the things that maybe make you unique or annoying to other people, but you overall like yourself. Put a finger up for that. Number 6, put a finger up if you are a risk taker and you're open-minded. So if given an opportunity, you don't just shut it down right away, but you think on it. And if it's a good fit for you, you're willing to take the risk. You're willing to try it out. You're just open-minded. You're not immediately closed-minded to opportunities that come your way. Put a finger up, and let's just say this within the last week. Okay. If you learned something new. Okay. So you're invested in your own personal education through, like I said, reading a book, maybe through a post, maybe through a YouTube video, an Audible book or podcast. So in the last week, put a finger up if you learned something new. Number 8, put a finger up, and we'll say this again, in the last week, if you tried something new. So if there's something that you've never done before and you tried something new, put a finger up. Let me think. I would say these live videos within the last week, I've been consistent. I've been uploading them on my YouTube channel. I'm really enjoying it. Trying to offer better value to everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and put a finger up on that one. Put a finger up, number 9, if you give compliments to people. Okay. So if you saw someone in the store and they had some awesome shoes, that you'd be like, oh my gosh, I love your shoes. Love your purse. Love your hairdo. Okay. Put a finger up. If you would give a compliment to somebody online. Okay. So face to face, online, you just freely give compliments without having to second guess yourself, that you could give people a compliment. Okay. Put a finger up for that. And number 10, put a finger up if your core 5 in your circle are people that make you better. Okay. So what do I mean by that? So you are the average of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. Now, I'm a mom, so it's my husband and my 2 kids. That's who I'm always around. Okay. They don't count. Who do you intentionally spend time with? Okay. So my husband would definitely be one of them. I intentionally spend time with him. But the other people don't have to be like face to face. So, every day I'm invested in my upline leader, John Mellon. I'm always in his page. I'm always watching his videos. I love Jessie Lee. I love Tanya Eliza. I love, there's this other girl that I found on social media, and I just I'm consuming all of her stuff. She's a new mom. She's new to the industry, but she's just rocking it. So I'm always watching her stuff. She makes me want to do better. And so, put a finger up if you have an uplifting circle of people that you tune into that just make you want to be better. Okay. So drop that number in the comments, and that's going to be your confidence score for now. And ways that you can always grow and always improve this is just through those 4 ways. Your experiences are going to grow your confidence. So don't be afraid to take risks and try new things. What other people have experienced are going to help grow your confidence. So make sure that you surround yourself with positive, uplifting, inspiring people who are doing things that you want to do. What you hear is going to increase your confidence. So making sure that you're surrounding yourself with the positive people, that you get yourself accountability group or support group that just wants to cheer you on. And then your physical state. Okay. So getting ready, taking care of yourself, doing that self-care is definitely going to help boost your confidence. Now, I do have to share one quote with you if I can find it really fast. Oh my gosh. When I heard this, it just blew my mind. And it's kind of not exactly aligned with what we were talking about, but it was so good. I have to share it. Oh, come on. It was within the last day or 2. So good. Otherwise, I'm going to have to just paraphrase it, but I really wanted to read it. Okay, here it is. It comes from the chapter Confidence and Arrogance. It says, obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, oh no, that's not it. Oh man, I almost blew that one. Come on. It was by Michael Jordan though, and that's who that quote was by. Okay, give me one more second. If I can't find it, then I'll just paraphrase it. Maybe it wasn't at the top. Okay, basically it said, okay, it was to do with Michael Jordan, and it said, Michael always wins. If he doesn't, it's just because he ran out of time or something like that. Oh gosh, I just totally screwed up. I'm gonna have to put it in the comments, but it was so good. But it made me realize that like you never lose because you never quit. And you know, if at the end of the game the score says that you lost, it's only because you just didn't have enough time. And so I'm going to find that quote. When I find it, I'm going to post it. Maybe it wasn't at the top. Maybe it was just like somewhere in the reading part, but so good. And it just made me realize that you can never lose if you don't ever give up. And so always standing back up, learning from your mistakes and doing better. All right. Okay. This was live at 11. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.